So I've really been needing to clean up the brake calipers on this Audi before I put everything back together. But every time I look at them, I just think to myself, that does not look like fun. How am I gonna get that rust off? How am I gonna get in all those little crevices? And I know exactly what you're thinking. You should just sandblast them. But I don't have a blasting cabinet. I don't really have room for one. So I got to thinking, maybe I can make one super cheap, and if I don't have room for it in the long run, I'll just chuck it. Let's give it a shot. I'm sitting here next to my brand new blast cabinet. Made a quick stop by Harbor Freight and I got the biggest clear tub I could find, some super long gloves, and about 25 pounds of media. I already had the sandblasting gun. All in all, I think I'm only into it about 110 bucks. All I had to do was drill 2 holes in the cabinet for my arms, 1 hole for the airline. Let's see how it works. So this is actually working pretty good, but I think it's taking a bit longer than it would with a real setup. It's really hard to see what's going on in there, and I also have to keep stopping to refill the gun with media, but I think this is a really good example of being a cheapskate and getting away with it. As for these front brakes, someone's obviously already painted them, but they're looking a little faded, so I'm gonna try to clean them up, but if not, I'm just gonna give them a respray. I've got the rear brake calipers mounted back on the car and they look awesome, along with the brand new rotors that I had coated in black zinc. Most of that's gonna wear off, but it's gonna help keep the rest of the brake rotor from corroding. Now I'm at the hard part of the video where I gotta admit how stupid I am. Making your own blast cabinet sucks. The amount of time and money I spent on it wasn't really worth it. A lot of the sand leaked out and my garage is covered in dust now. And for the front calipers, I ended up painting those too. This red and black scheme looks so good. Unfortunately, I ordered the wrong brake pads, so I'm gonna have to deal with that later this week. Oh yeah, and baking the paint in my kitchen at home, I would not recommend that.